does it mean for you today at Roblox, and how do you see it evolving in the future?
Thanks, and thank you again for having me. It's just a pleasure to be here with both of you and all of you. So yeah, I mean, Dave's quote really summed it up. I don't think I can do better than that, but like here at Roblox, we believe that our creators and developers are the ones who are going to deliver on the promise of the metaverse. They're the ones who are using their imagination to produce the experiences where, you know, Roblox, we're creating the scaffolding, right? But they're the creative minds behind what the metaverse will be. I mean, I joined Roblox about several months back, and I spent the first, I'm still on a listening tour talking to internal teams and to our developers and creators and listening to what they have to say about what the metaverse is. And personally, there's a couple things that really kind of resonate with me, and I think, like, you're right, I believe that we can get quite esoteric when we talk about the metaverse. So to try to bring it down to earth for y'all a little bit, one principle that really stands out to me is this concept of social at its core and self-expression, which I think those two things really go hand in hand. To give an example of that, take our avatar creation system, right? Like, we, on any given day, our daily active users, 1 out of 5 of them is changing their avatar on any given day, and I just think that's so evocative, right? Like, if you
it's more than real life.
Right. And there's millions of accessories and hairstyles. You can be anything that you want to be in the metaverse, right? Like, my avatar has a cape and a red panda on my shoulder, and I went a little crazy, but like, it's just so much fun. But it's also...
You were wearing it at lunch.
I was. My cape's behind the, I'll break it out later. But it's not only like fun, it's actually really practical. So like, when I'm walking down the street, right, if I see you, I can recognize you based on what you look like, what you're wearing, the gait, right, the sound of your voice. Mm-hmm. And the metaverse, when you're on Roblox, you can take your avatar across multiple experiences, right? So if I'm playing an experience and my friend shows up, I can recognize my avatar. And this really stood out to me. Funny enough, DevRel at Roblox, we have this like screensaver that a lot of us use. It's a mock-up of all of our avatars in game. And so whenever I'm on Zoom, I'm like looking at it, and little by little, I started to be able to pick out my colleagues, and it's just, it's fun, but it's also practical because of this concept of like, when you're in the metaverse, you're not alone. You're in proximity to other individuals. Like, I'll never forget playing Ultima Online for the first time, right? And seeing like those characters running around screen and realizing, oh my gosh, there's like a real human being somewhere else, maybe thousands of miles away from me, controlling the avatar. And so to experience that every day on Roblox, it's really cool. So there's that, there's social, right? And self-expression. Another concept that I think we can talk about is interconnectivity. And by that, one thing that really stands out to me on Roblox is like, you can go between experiences within seconds, go from experience to experience, and it's really frictionless to some extent, like within seconds. We announced in our 2022 year in data last year in January that our median player is playing 40 experiences. And I come from traditional gaming, right? I come from console, AAA. Like, we were lucky if our players picked up 2 of our console titles, right? Like, it's staggering, but it makes sense because the technology is enabling that, right? And our users have a desire to experience a lot of variety. So yeah, I think those are 2 things. And this is an area that we have a lot of work to do, actually, to enable more frictionless movement in the metaverse, but we're working on that goal.